Now, Twitter is reportedly building a feature that will allow users to tweet things longer than its traditional 140-character limit. If the move does go ahead, tweets could be as long as 10,000 characters, the same length as its direct messages.
Twitter is yet to confirm or deny the reports, but as the social media company battles to stay relevant in a world of ever-changing technology, it's the latest ploy to appeal to a wider audience. Kevin Poulter, an employment and social media lawyer, has been following the story. He joins us now in this studio. Kevin, many thanks for joining us now. 10,000 characters, it seems sort of contrary to Twitter's original USP. How much should we believe these rumours?
Well, Twitter has said, and Jack Dorsey's been online on Twitter actually, to say, well, Twitter was never set up to have 140 characters. That was only the constraints of the technology available at the time, which was, of course, SMS messaging. So there was always an anticipation it maybe would be more than that. But what it's become is its USP. And he said, look, it creates its creativity and brevity. And that's what people love it for. They can scroll through at high speed now and see quick messages, quick mentions, and what's happening. What it has done over the last few years, or the last few months, is to introduce, as you said, the direct messaging service, to extend that to 10,000 characters, but to allow people to tag other people into photographs, to include video images, other images, multiple photos. So it's looking at ways of putting as much into that 140 characters as it possibly can. Now it's saying we might need to extend that even further.
Is this the beginning of the end of Twitter as we know it?
I think, in reality, this might be something that they're floating as an idea and seeing how the world responds, how the Twitterverse responds. It seems a little bit desperate, and I know Jack Dorsey has come back as CEO and is looking to turn around the fortunes of Twitter to speed up those numbers of people who are flocking to it as they were in the early days.
And wouldn't it leave a gap in the market?
I think without doubt, if Twitter goes this way, people want to have the speed, they want to have the creativity, the visual imagery of what it's created. That, I think, it will leave a gap if indeed it goes this way.
The problem with a lot of these companies is that there's a real peak, isn't there, to not just their popularity, but actually their user base. And investors want things to grow exponentially ad infinitum, right? So when you reach these points, what are companies supposed to do?
Well, unfortunately, Facebook's setting that message and saying, well, we've got 1.4 billion users out there. Twitter, with 320 million, you're not really catching us up. And they need to do something to do that. I think the way to do it is not to become Facebook. Twitter needs to stay as Twitter. And I think that's probably what we'll see for some time to come.